The time is 5 a.m. and this is WKYT This Morning. Police have arrested a man after a break-in at a Lexington gas station. It's happened early this morning. We'll have more on the investigation that's going on right now, just ahead.
A man's been found dead after a day of fishing took a tragic turn. We'll have more on the death investigation coming up.
And 3 school districts headed back to classes this morning. Which schools have their first days today? Ahead on WKYT This Morning.
This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. Welcome into you. I'm Rebecca Smith. Hope your day's off to a great start.
I'm Bill Bryant. August 4th, a day that a lot of folks have written down because it's the first day of school in some of our districts this morning. A lot of schools get rolling next week.
Yeah, it is that time of year again, and let's see how it is shaping up in terms of weather for that with Micah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Your first day of school, you're in school in class and trying to get the kids back home, and here comes some thunderstorms in the forecast. It's later on. It's when the kids are actually coming back from school, not so much when they're going there. When they're going there, should be good to go. I don't see many problems. Temperatures are in the 60s and 70s early this morning, but by the afternoon, 87 degrees. Those storms are around, and we're going to be talking about some flash flooding again today. Are we looking at widespread flash flooding? Are we looking at isolated chances? We'll go over that. That's our focus of the forecast. I'll have that in just a few minutes.
And we'll see you then. Let's get to the news.
New this morning, police arrested a man after an attempted overnight robbery at a Lexington gas station.
This happened just before 2 o'clock this morning at the Shell gas station on Stanton Way off Newtown Pike. Let's go to WKYT's Mark Barber with details on how the man was caught. Mark, good morning.
Good morning, Bill. Police say the man who is accused of trying to rob this Shell gas station here on Stanton Way got a lot more than he bargained for. Officers say that the clerk stopped him and then held him until they got here. Now, this all happened about 2 o'clock this morning. Investigators say that's when Kenneth Hopkins walked into the gas station and implied he had a weapon. After the clerk stopped him and police arrested him, officers did not find anything on the man. While everything turned out well, police say this is not how they recommend handling a robbery. Officers are reminding people that in these dangerous situations, anything can happen, so it's best to just let the robber go. As for Hopkins, he isn't going anywhere anytime soon. He's locked in the Fayette County Detention Center this morning, charged with first-degree robbery. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
All right, Mark, thank you very much. New this morning, we have learned that a train has derailed in eastern Kentucky. WKYT's Michelle Chamberlain is at our alert desk with details on that. Michelle?
Bill, we're working to get more information on this, but here's what we know so far. That train derailed late last night. It happened on Yellow Creek Road in Knott County near the Perry County line. The road is shut down until the train can be removed. We're told crews are waiting on equipment from Nicholasville to put the train back on its tracks. The fire chief says the derailment was caused by a minor mistake and thankfully says no one was hurt. Back to you, Rebecca.
Thanks, Michelle. A former Berea police officer accused of shooting at officers before barricading himself in a home will be in court today. Police arrested Harold Hill after the standoff back in October. Today's court appearance is a pretrial conference. Hill is charged with 7 counts of attempted murder of a police officer, wanton endangerment, terroristic threatening, and assault. More developments in the case of a man accused of killing a northern Kentucky couple. Craig Pennington pleaded not guilty yesterday to murder, robbery, and evidence tampering, among other charges. Police say he killed Robert Jones and Crystal Warner last month. They have not found their bodies, but police say the two were last seen alive in Washington County. Pennington's attorney told the Washington County judge the defense would need at least 9 months to prepare before a trial.
Now 5:04 on WKYT this morning. A day of fishing took a tragic turn. Search crews say they found a man dead in the Licking River. Investigators say the man had been fishing yesterday off Abner's Mill Road in Nicholas County, but when his wife went to check on him, all she found were his dogs and a fishing pole. A short time later, search crews found the man's body in the water.
It's when she discovered the marks where it appeared that he slid over the embankment down into the water.
The sheriff says the man was about 50 yards from where they think he fell in.
Well, there's sad news out of England this morning. One person is dead after a knife attack in London. Police say there were 5 others injured in the knife attack last night. This happened in Russell Square, which is in a central part of London. Police say one man was arrested in the case. They're still trying to figure out what led to the attack, but they say terrorism is a possible motive. This morning in Dubai, airline officials are looking for the data and voice recorders after a fiery crash landing of an Emirates plane Wednesday.
That crash killed one firefighter, but amazingly, all 300 people who were on board the plane got out safely. Henna Daniels has the latest on the investigation.
A team of NTSB investigators will help Dubai officials figure out what caused Emirates Flight 521 to crash land on the runway and burst into flames. Cell phone video shot inside the cabin shows organized chaos. With seconds to spare, some alarmed passengers try to take down their suitcases before managing to escape. Crew members shouted, "Leave the luggage, jump." Outside the Boeing 777, you can see the neighboring emergency inflatable slide did not deploy. This passenger says only one exit was working.
Everybody get out through one way. Single door, that's pretty sure.
Amazingly, all 300 passengers and crew members on board survived, many grateful to walk away alive.
Our family is safe. We all have saved our life. So God has mercy on us.
The FAA requires aircraft manufacturers to be able to evacuate a maximum number of passengers from their planes within 90 seconds. That rule is being credited with helping everyone escape from the wreckage in Dubai. CBS has learned this Boeing 777 has been flying for 20 years and had an excellent safety record. Henna Daniels, CBS News.
The airline says there is no evidence that terrorism was involved. Extreme heat and wind shear may have instead been factors in that. Back in Kentucky, deputies in Grant County have arrested a man who they say broke into a daycare twice. They've arrested 24-year-old Do after they say he broke into the Kitty College daycare in Crittenden on Saturday. They also think he broke into the same daycare a few days earlier. Investigators have not said what was stolen from the daycare. Do has been charged with 2 counts of burglary. Police say a shoplifting suspect pulled a knife on employees at an eastern Kentucky Walmart. Police say Scotty Napier was caught trying to steal some household items at the Walmart in Harlan last night. Walmart employees stopped him, but when they told him that the police were on the way, investigators say Napier pulled out that knife. Police say Napier then ran out the front door. Police say they chased him for hours before a tip led them to him. Napier has now been charged with robbery. Police say he was also wanted on a larceny charge in Virginia.
A theft at a Lexington home was all caught on tape. A man stole a couple of rocking chairs from the front porch of a home on West 3rd Street early Sunday morning. A surveillance camera there was rolling at the time.
It was kind of bizarre. I mean, there were only 2 chairs, but they were just the fact of the matter. There's nothing worse than a thief.
Greg Clark says this is not the first time something has been stolen off his property. Not long ago, someone stole his bike from the back of the house. So far, police have not arrested the chair thief. You can watch the entire surveillance video if you are so inclined on WKYT.com. Didn't really make an effort to hide his face, did he there?
Pretty stark, but I guess he didn't know he was on camera.
All righty.
Yeah.
Well, 3 school districts have their first day of school today.
Barberville Independent there in Knox County, as well as Jackson and Mercer County students start a brand new school year today. They're among the few schools that resume classes this week. Frankfort Independent, Bergen Independent, and Estill County schools also got started back earlier in the week. The majority of schools across eastern and central Kentucky will be going back to classes coming up next week, a lot of them on Wednesday. You can find your school start back date on WKYT.com.
This right here's the culprit. At least I'm saying hydrated, okay? Because I know you were wondering what that bumping sound was, and I was trying to put my water bottle down. So there you go.
You'll be all right.
Just fill people in case they heard it.
Yeah. 5:09 on WKYT this morning. We're just getting started here on your Thursday, and it's good to have you along with us.
Well, how many balloons does it take to float a person into the sky? Find out just how many. I've always wondered this question when we come back.
We'll have that, and CVS is dropping some brand name cancer drugs. It's because of price increases. And the Moon Express gets an okay from the government. Money Watch stories are coming up.
And we're looking toward those showers back toward Bowling Green because those will start to build and build and build, and they'll turn into thunderstorms later on this afternoon. I'm going to show you when we expect those coming up next.
Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
We're looking at the possibility of some showers and thunderstorms later on today. Not so much this morning, so if the kids are already back in school or heading back to school today, hope the day goes well for them and you. And later on this afternoon, just know this. You'll have to plan accordingly because we will see some thunderstorms in the forecast. And some of these will be heavy downpours. Some of these will contain some lightning. Got to be watching out for that. But I want to focus your attention back toward Bowling Green and also northern portions of Tennessee. Watch what's happening here. You look at these showers moving toward Bowling Green. This is actually moving toward the north and the northwest. This is moving down toward the south and southeast. So there is obviously spin right through here. And when you have that around and get some heat in the day and also have a lot of that moisture laying around like we do right now, yeah, you can really spark up some showers and thunderstorms. Watch this. Let's go hour by hour, help you plan out the rest of your day. By noontime, still not much going on. Bowling Green seeing some rain at that time, but watch what happens after that. 2 to about 8 p.m. That is your time frame to see some of these scattered showers and thunderstorms roll on in. No severe weather expected, but flash flooding will be a possibility, some isolated spots in towards your afternoon and evening. And you can see some of these are going to be heavy downpours, okay, showing up across 75. Back toward 27 and 127, there's 7 p.m. Just not looking all that good. And as we travel off into the night and into tomorrow, kind of fades away just a bit, little bits and pieces overnight. And then look what happens tomorrow. There's noontime tomorrow. It's more toward eastern Kentucky. That moves on out. Most of us don't really see rain tomorrow. I'd give it about a 40% chance to rain, and most of that east of I-75. Look toward the evening and nighttime hours. Here comes a front. It's going to be heading our direction there for the weekend. Let's talk about this big yard sale. Highway 127 yard sale. Today, storms will be around, mainly afternoon. So if you're putting those out on the yards, just remember, you may have to cover them up or bring them back in, just due to some of these storms that will be barreling on through. I'd say at that area, I'd say that's anywhere from 2 p.m. to about 6 p.m. That's your best bet. Friday, a storm or two, mainly for eastern Kentucky, so that's good news for you guys. And then off towards your weekend, Saturday is going to be the higher percentage at 60%. Sunday, it's not really a chance at all. We're only putting out about a 20% chance of rain for the 7-day. So it's really today we got to be watching out for, and on Saturday. Those are your main days to watch out for some thunderstorms rolling on through. Just keep that in mind with those plans, putting all your stuff out on the yards for somebody to come by and take it away for you. 7-day forecast. Here as you look, 60%. That is take it away, giving you money first, okay? And then we head towards your Friday. Remember, so some of those storms will still be around, but Saturday, here comes that front rolling on through, guys, with scattered showers and thunderstorms. All of these are hit and miss. Some of them will see them, some of us will not. It's just the same type of setup we've had.
Depending on where you're at, some folks hoping they'll hit, some.
That's right, some not. Especially that 127 quarter.
The ones who want their yards like green, like you.
I know.
You know?
Some of us
That hasn't been a problem this summer, though.
No,
has
it really hasn't.
Yeah.
We've had plenty of rain.
Good luck. 5:15. Don't try this one at home.
Okay, that's what it's classified under. People have all sorts of creative ways to celebrate birthdays, but this one may take the cake. This may look like the movie Up to you. This Canadian woman decided to tie herself to a giant bunch of balloons and float away in the sky. Whew, better her than me. It's part of a publicity stunt to promote Canada's 150th birthday. That's not until next year, but today marks the 150-day countdown to the special day. More than 500 balloons were used to send the woman up into the sky over Ottawa. A disclaimer, though, this woman is a professional skydiver, so, you know, obviously she had a plan B. She was also tethered to the ground the entire time. Well, that would help as well.
Explains that. I was wondering if that would work, so there's the proof.
You would think maybe just 150 balloons, but oh no, she needed 500.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing, isn't it? Hey, it's good to have you with us on WKYT here on your Thursday morning. We're rolling toward the weekend, the first one of August, and it's good to have you along.
We have a look at your money. Stay with us.
The economy is moving forward more slowly, and the first commercial flight to the moon gets the green light. I'm Brian Webb in New York. Those stories and more coming up in your Money Watch report.
Hey there, good morning. Welcome back into WKYT this morning. Right now hitting 520 on your Thursday. There's a slowdown for U.S. service companies, and CVS is dropping some brand name cancer drugs because of price increases.
The Moon Express gets an okay from the government. Brian Webb has the latest on your money.
U.S. services companies added jobs more slowly in July, according to the Institute for Supply Management. Its non-manufacturing index fell slightly in July, but is still getting a push from retail sales. The services index indicates that the economic recovery is resilient, despite showing signs that it may be slowing. The markets finished up yesterday. The Dow gained 41 points. The Nasdaq added 22. CVS Health will add 35 products to its list of excluded drugs next year and no longer cover some treatments for cancer and diabetes. It's the first time brand name cancer drugs have been taken off CVS's standard list. Company officials say they are taking a stand against egregious drug price increases that unnecessarily add costs for clients and their members. And the U.S. government gave the go-ahead for the first commercial mission to the moon. It clears the way for Moon Express to fly a robotic lander about the size of R2-D2 to the lunar surface next year. Other companies plan to launch missions to Mars or to passing asteroids over the next few years. And that's your Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. In New York, I'm Brian Webb.
Researchers say there could be a serious security flaw with chip-based credit cards.
The concern is over the card's magnetic strip, which is intended to tell a payment machine to use the chip. But researchers say card thieves can simply rewrite the strip's code to make it appear like a chipless card. That allows the thieves to keep counterfeiting. Experts say the flaw will only bolster complaints by retailers who argue that they were forced by banks to accept chip-based cards. Retailers allege the chip upgrade could cost them $25 billion. A lot of them just getting around to doing it at this point. It's good to have you with us now. 5:22. Our top stories are coming up on WKYT this morning.
The sports is up next.
Carl Towns put in the hard work and it paid off. That's next in sports.
It's calm and quiet out there early this morning. I'm meteorologist Micah Harris. Kids go back to school today. No problems during the morning hours. However, the afternoon, a few rumbles of thunder will be heading our way. So just got to keep that in mind. Frankfurt, 73 degrees. All looks well there in Lexington. Not seeing any problems. Off toward east and southeastern Kentucky, maybe a little patchy fog, especially there in the valley regions. Storms will be likely later on this afternoon, but still some will see it, some will not. So this isn't a complete washout, but some heavy rain will be likely. Let's check out sports, see what's going on.
Good morning, everybody. Carl Anthony Towns worked hard when he was at Kentucky, so hard he turned himself into the #1 pick in the draft. And Towns worked hard heading into the NBA. So hard he earned Rookie of the Year honors. Carl was back in Lexington yesterday for John Calipari's pro camp, and he said his first-year success in the league was no surprise to him.
I knew what I did in those hours when people were asleep. I knew what I did when those people were eating dinner where I was. You know, I understood the amount of work I put into my craft. I trusted it. I had no thoughts of anything else I could have done better. I felt that I gave every single ounce of sweat, effort, and just every single part of me to the off season, coming into my rookie season.
Talk about putting in the work. This is a video put out by Kentucky Wildcats TV. The Cats in a late night workout, 11 o'clock at Memorial Coliseum. The freshmen getting after it. De'Aaron Fox there, Bam Adebayo. The whole idea to get in the best possible shape in preparation for the upcoming season. On to football, and the Cats report to campus today where they will be fitted for equipment. Check out the new digs that they have at the new training facility. Then on Friday, it's media day for Mark Stoops and his team. That's when we can expect to hear more from Stoops on his team's need to increase capacity. This year's new buzzword. Stoops says the Cats need to train longer and harder in order to win the close games this coming season.
That'll be the difference in close game. Our league is by far the closest league with points per game that determines the outcome, except for the NFL. And we know the parity that's in the NFL, but there's also a lot of parity in this league. And we've won some close games and we've lost some close games, and we've got to increase that margin so we don't always have to play perfect.
And the opener on September 3rd against Southern Miss at Commonwealth Stadium. That's sports. Have a great day.